I'm back. So, we got the last 3 SCPs to read. Hopefully they're short. Because, I'm a little bit tired, to be honest. Which is, like, I mean, to be fair, I didn't sleep so well the last couple of nights. So, it's understandably so. But hey, let's see how it goes. Industrial Revelation. This does not look short. No, it's actually it's a regular sized one. Let's go. Safe. Special containment procedures. SCP-1917 is located within Area -1 where it was initially discovered. There has yet to be no cause to remove it, and the risk of disturbing its current self-containing behavior has been deemed sufficient reason to allow it to remain. Site 127 has been established to facilitate containment of both SCP-1917 and other nearby anomalies, and is located at ground level above the area. As SCP-1917 is capable of providing all components necessary to its survival and has resisted all efforts to modify its routine, requires no human interaction to contain. Instead, the containment team is to attempt to research the history of GOY-004F, establishing neutral or positive relations with other former members of the group, and prevent public awareness of the religion as a whole. See COTBG Suppression Protocol Alpha Hotel Ratchet for more details. Description: SCP-1917 is a sapient biomechanical humanoid of abnormal strength and size. Also, I need to send my friend Alex some, now that I read that. Because, you know, they're taking down the Gundam in Japan. Which is sad because I wanted to see it. There we go. Hey Howard, welcome. Let me just change the chat colors again, because I keep forgetting it every time. So I came in late, been sick lately. How bad is it? You holding up okay? Yeah, I've been reading the third last one, so like you would have to like watch the VOD afterwards. Which is perfect, you know. You can lay in bed and then just watch the rest, or have that in the background. But but I'm glad that you decided to like at least, you know, take your time and sleep in instead of trying to wake up while being sick. Okay, here we go. It stands 3.5 meters tall, can lift weights upwards of 1,500 kilograms, and has demonstrated sufficient knowledge to repair, maintain, and make minor improvements to its own structure. The entity possesses, among other augmentation, 2 additional arms extending from the shoulder blades, continuous track mechanism in place of the feet and lower legs, and interlocking metal plates, replacing all skin below the neck. SCP-1917 is fully powered via a presumably anomalous miniature steam engine housed in the chest area, needing abnormally small quantities of fuel to continue functioning. The entity does not require any sustenance beyond fuel and a small quantity of water, and control tests have shown it to be capable of surviving in highly toxic low-oxygen environments. SCP-1917 resides within a subterranean complex on the outskirts of Manchester, England, designated Area -1. The structure consists of 3 main sections listed as follows. 8 sets of living quarters, including a bedroom, washroom, and walk-in storage area. SCP-1917 spends the majority of its time within one of these. The other 7 appear to have been left abandoned for many years. 2 workshops containing mechanism equipment, welding tools, and large reserves of both coal and iron. Footnote says, used as fuel by SCP-1917, the quantity available and the fact that SCP-1917's power source is anomalously efficient, meaning that supplies are expected to last upwards of several thousand years. At the point of discovery, both rooms were filled with variety of mechanical components, miscellaneous devices, and artificial body parts in various stages of completion. Now that I see your name pop up, Howard, it looks like you sadly did not get a sub gifted by Chaos. The random selector skipped you. Shame. A large chapel with an immense stained glass window lit from behind. The source of this light is unknown, but suspected to be some manner of self-replenishing furnace. It has been tentatively designated anomalous object AO-006898. The stone floor of the area has been worn in places by SCP-1917's passage, but the areas outside of the pulpit and the center aisle are largely untouched. Extensive interviews have revealed that SCP-1917 purports to be a member of DOI 004F, the new Pharaoh's Brotherhood, an archaic branch of the Church of the Broken God founded during Britain's Industrial Revolution. DOI 004F doctrines are focused on personal improvement rather than the more collectivist ideals preached by other sects, believing ascension to machines of great power should occur prior to any attempts to reassemble the deity, with the current form being ill-equipped to do so. The entity claims it possesses the title of bishop, and when prompted, recited from memory several sacred texts and mantras, as DOI 004F was officially dissolved in 1890 following a coup by the Clockwork Orthodoxy. SCP-1917's claims cannot be verified. Addendum: Behavioral analysis. When left to its own devices, SCP-1917 will follow a uniform routine, performing ablutions and self-maintenance, delivering a long sermon in the chapel and returning to its quarters, where it undergoes a brief period of unresponsiveness and near immobility, termed a delta state, see below. This cycle repeats approximately every 6 hours, with occasional minor deviations brought on by external influence, most frequently changes in temperature, weather, human interaction, or seismic activity. Research has shown that despite appearance of contentedness and satisfaction, SCP-1917 does not display full knowledge of its current situation. It possesses little or no memory of daily events and has yet to consistently recognize a Foundation researcher, even those who perform weekly checkups. Questioning has revealed it still believes it to be 1872. Despite being fully in control of its mental faculties, it refused to acknowledge that its sermons are delivered to an empty room, even when shown direct evidence of this fact. It is currently believed that the aforementioned delta states are either the cause or effect of this memory lapse, as all attempts to convince SCP-1917 of its cyclical nature have resulted in the state occurring prematurely. This effect also occurs on the rare occasion that SCP-1917 attempts to alter its own brain structure, preventing any modification from being made. Notably, researchers examining the entity have found that the nature and duration of delta states conform the only small number of variations, suggesting an element of design rather than simple mechanical failure. The reason for this is unknown. Addendum: Interview 5. Interviewer: Agent 4B Mortis, a defector from the Church of the Broken God under Foundation employee, selected here due to their largely mechanical composition and unique position to sympathize with SCP-1917, and interviewed SCP-1917. Forward: the following interview was conducted informally within Area 1917-1 in order to ascertain SCP-1917's reaction to another semi-mechanical humanoid. Video footage is available from the Site 127 archives. Begin log. Okay. Hello, Father. Who's... Oh, you must be the cleaner. Oh, that's me, the cleaner. Here to clean. Well, I won't stand in your way. I just finished my final sermon, so I'm nearly ready to go. They idolize me, you know. Can hardly bear to let me depart. You're going somewhere? Oh, didn't anybody let you know? I'm retired. Finally hung up the old toolbox, so to speak. Honestly, SCP-1917 pauses and leans in closer. It's hard to keep this to myself, and you look like a sensible young lad. Promise you won't tell anyone. My lips, if I had them, would be sealed. Ah, yes. Well, anyway, I'm starting to have my doubts about the whole religion thing. Pretty unusual for a bishop. Well, there's got to be more to life than just huddling in a damn corner of a church. Standing here, preaching to everyone about a God none of us have ever seen. That's my view, anyhow. I'm high enough up in the ranks and that there's not much they can do about it other than give me an unexpected upgrade as a retirement present and wish me the best of luck. Surprisingly nice of them. SB-917 taps the side of its head. Pretty slick what they can do with iron these days. A bit of my brain lying away like that makes me think almost normally. Pause, during which SB-1917 shuts its eyes. Almost. Still slips up occasionally. Minor ticks and jerks. They said they fixed it completely, but I'm not sure. I get what you mean, yeah. Back when I was part of the church, I guess, I used to love the upgrades. Best part of the whole deal, I reckon. But being a robot gets dull after a while. Oh, you used to be a member of the clergy as well. More a follower, but yeah. A little place not far from here, to be honest. I mainly joined because I thought it looked fun. Ah, we have a few like that. Kids who just want to be able to spit fire or crush buildings, then bolt as soon as there's talk of brain modification. I won't lie, I'm beginning to see things that way as well. Metal's all well and good, but I can't help wanting to see the worlds before my eyes get replaced with glass. SB-1917 sighs, releasing a small cloud of steam. They'll try to stop me, of course. They almost worship me, but it's something I've got to do. Go and experience more than just mechanics. Find out what the rest of the world has to offer. Just let me. Several audible clicks are heard emanating from SB-1917's head in rapid succession, accompanied by the sound of screeching metal, and it ceases motion for 63 seconds. It does not react to this afterwards and is presumably unaware that time has passed. Do one last sermon, and then I'm off. Get everything wrapped up properly, you know? I think I do, yeah. SB-1917 smiles. I don't regret my choice, though. Not even a little. It'll do me good to get out and about. End log. Following this, SCP-1917 returned to the chapel and proceeded to deliver a 70-minute sermon before retreating to its quarters. Similarly, interviews have yielded nearly identical results, and no changes to entity and routine have yet to be observed. So he always says, one last sermon, but then he does the one last sermon multiple times. The final sermon 7, the final sermon 14, the final sermon 15. Just a Final Fantasy franchise, but with this final sermon. They worship me like I'm some sort of god. You know, I never did get into FF. You never get into... I played... The only thing that I mainly got into that was Final Fantasy adjacent, it was not the Final Fantasy fully, it was Kingdom Hearts. But I did play Final Fantasy 15. I did play that one. And I do have a couple of Final Fantasy games in my Steam wishlist. Actually, no, that's not a lie. I also played. That's a lie. I also played another Final Fantasy game. I forgot. But that one is not really close to what the games are supposed to be. I forgot what it's called. That was it was like kind of like Final Fantasy meets Pokemon, where like you catch the monsters and train them and all that stuff. So I did play 2 Final Fantasy games, and then majority of the Kingdom Hearts games. But yeah, I like the world of Final Fantasy. I just haven't had a chance to like really dive into it myself yet.